Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, folks. And I am back. Folks. And I know I have not been streaming like I should be streaming. I should be streaming every day. But thing is, about a few months ago, about 2 months ago, I started little gig that I got, and it takes a lot of my time. What little time I do have, I get out and stream when I can. And I was also doing other stuff too. I wanted to get back to the comedy, because what I want to get back to doing, and I had friends doing it, everybody doing it, I was like, publish other stuff, so I decided, right? And one thing that it's always, I remember back in the day, a long time ago, it was like back in the day, and like I remember, like this guy named and he wound up forming this comic like that. He wound up over there and he like that stuff. Really? He was pretty good and other good stuff. And, but everybody was telling me, go over there, man. Where you go? Go over there and do anything with the there. They on the far right. It's off right. It's right. I was like, nope. Yeah, like, no, I don't care. I'm going to go over there and I want to go there because it's not really just, what I'm doing. Shane Davis, John Malin, and a bunch of other people. A whole bunch of people back in the day I knew of, I didn't know how they were. I'll go over there and I found out that, not only are they like, I'm not going to say that they are an indie comic. I've been over there for about a little over a year. I took a whole year over there, hanging out with people, on their channel and shows and stuff. So I met quite a few characters over there, and the thing about it is, it's a movement, right? It's a movement inside the but it's not true. It's not true independent comics. Independent comics is good for anything. Because right now they're just the biggest, one of the biggest. It's a small niche, that has built up to where if you're good enough, you go over there and you make a lot of money. The thing about it is that that dude has made a lot of enemies. He's made a lot of enemies, and in this group, I found out that there are a lot of minorities up there. There are a lot of people like over there, but I didn't care. There are some people over there, like die hard. There are some black people over there too, and I wonder, like, why come I don't? There are people too, but I don't see like making books, like everyone else. And what it is, it's just like very few. So I try to figure out like what's going on over here. So when we get into it, like I said, why, and like I said, one way or another said, like, you don't want to do that. And the thing about it is that happens, just because you go over there and get other folks doesn't mean there's going to be like a whole group or the whole group of security for this kind and a lot of that stuff about them being like straight outright racist and bigots over there, um, it's a lot of it's unfounded, and I can tell you why people say that about them. I think Ethan, John Malin, and a couple of the guys that are over there, especially some of the writers that have been over there, like Baron and a couple other guys that are over there in Comicsgate area. They may have said some things. May have said some things. They and on top of that, all these guys are conservatives. So back during the day when council culture was cool, and like I said, I told these people, I was like one, I hate cancel culture because it's the one thing that really destroyed pop culture, because you had a bunch of people who decide to find or go after people if they said something that they found offensive. And instead of just like, whatever, throwing your thumb and just walking the other fucking way, they decided to like go after people and just freaking destroy their life, by making it so they can't work no more. And I'm like, no, you don't do that to people. When people talk or say something, you don't have to necessarily respond to it. You just remember what they said. Just remember who they are. You judge people by their character. You don't destroy them. You try to talk to them, try to understand them. So the whole thing going over there. So like I said, I'm talking to Ethan about. I haven't talked to the. I think I may have talked to Shane and had a conversation with him at one time. Maybe it's like through a super chat or something. I don't know, but I've had that conversation with a lot of people over there, and they're not what people say they are. You know, um, Most of the people over there want to make comics, and they want to make money at making comics. They want a community where they can go and write and be themselves and do anything that they want to do. Okay. Um, the problem is that as they want to fight to make a place for themselves and get out this stigma of people calling them racist and stuff, the problem is that the true racists have come into that movement and infected it and made it bad for the people who are trying to make it a positive space, you know and after a year of being there, I understand this, because I'm not gonna lie. Some people I've met, I've kind of prejudged them, but after you meet them and you talk to them, like, no, you know what, this guy's cool. This, some people may come off. That's why you never judge a book by its cover. You know, so I got interested and I decided to stick around a little bit longer. I ran across some people, and the thing about it is that it's a movement with factions, and it's the smaller factions that are trying to eat up the biggest faction and trying to turn the biggest faction into the thing that the people over there are trying to fight and not become. They want to become a welcoming place for any independent artist to come over and do stuff, right? Do stuff, right? And you have this little small faction that think totally different, have a totally different thinking of what reality is versus the other part. But like I said, it's little factions, and you have the big player, and you have the players in this faction that makes it hard for anybody to not stigmatize that whole faction as being what that little faction is, because the little faction does nothing but poison the rest of it, and when you speak up against it, they come after you. They don't like it when you speak up. They will come after you. They will dox you. They will do a lot of things to you, because if you don't agree with that one person in that faction, that whole faction comes after you. you know and over the last couple of days, I've realized this, because I was, I was catching heat just for being over there, from a couple of people. Since I've been over there, all I've gotten is I mean, I've gotten. I mean, I did. I do. I will post my art, post my animation stuff up there, and people like my stuff. A lot of people. You know, I've gotten offers from people to do work for them and do covers and all type of stuff. You know, and I was gonna do it. You know, I was gonna do it. Say, you know what? I think I can hang out in this little space over here and become something. And and like I said, you know, a lot of people respected me, liked me over there, but it was just a little small faction over there that made me decide to just, you know, I think it's time for me to nuke my Twitter account. Now, I've been saying I was going to nuke my. I always say I'm going to nuke my account, nuke my account, nuke my account. But I got to the point to where I said, I think now is the time to nuke my account. Now is the time to leave this atmosphere because I see, you know, I see what's over here. And I really do feel for the people who are trying to make this place, the people who actually promote comics, the people who actually do comics, the people who want to make something of themselves over there. You know, somebody sending me a message. But you know, I don't see. I don't. I mean, I don't see them doing anything to make it to where they separate themselves from that other shitty faction that's there. I don't see them doing it, you know. And when you got a movement that can be so much more than what it is, you know, when you actually got people, I mean, you got people over there actually trying to get these little small people who make comics and trying to get them to a point to where they can like stop that fantasy where you can quit your day job and just do comics. I mean, that's what I was hoping that this movement could become. But now that I've had a full dose of one of the garbagey factions over there, and the thing about it is that they came after me. One of them came after me, and I just went off. And I got angry, I got mad, and I went off. And I was hot because this guy lied about me saying something I didn't say, and then he's been doing this shit for months, and I finally snapped when I just went on about it, and it wasn't becoming of me. It is not me, but it's like you get that aggravation, and it ain't like it's like something that they do like it's like persistent, persistent. So I went off on them. And then after I went off on them, they went off on me, like saying, "Oh, we don't like that, or we don't like that over here. We don't like talking about this stuff." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I mean, I'm like, I'm like, you let this guy come onto your show, you let him say all this stuff, you let him lie about people, but then I'm up for speaking up against him and saying how a crappy ass person he is, and you know, I'm like, yeah, it was that moment where I realized, what the fuck am I doing over here? It's like, what the fuck am I doing over here? And it's like I had hopes. I had real hopes of I actually started drawing a book, and I got like what 4 or 5 pages of it done. And then I had friends who were, I got my buddy from Marvel. He was gonna donate some of his work. I got another friend who works at this studio down here who makes animations. He's going to donate some of his work to my book. I was going to do like a 40-page anthology book. And I actually started working on it. I have the pages. The pages were sitting up on my Twitter account. But I'm just going to move everything over. I'm just going to just use Blue Sky. I mean, Blue Sky looks just like Twitter. It's more calm there. People start bullshit over there. It can be rectified by just saying like this person is doing this, and they will take them down. Like what I did. I mean, with Twitter, Twitter is huge, it's big, but it's it's just a nasty place to be. I mean, it's just, you got it's sad that you got good people mixed in with the incredibly vile shit that's over there. Vile, just straight vile shit, you know. Um, and the thing about it is that I had to make a choice, you know, and that choice was like, I am never, ever, ever, ever gonna be accepted over here. I'm never gonna be taken serious over here, you know. Um, and I think the best thing for me to do is to, number one, separate myself, and number two, delete my Twitter account and don't come back, because I don't want to be in a position where I go off. And the thing about it is, I basically gave them what they wanted because that's what they like to do. The ones that like to do that type of shit. That's what they like to do. They want it. It ain't that many. Ain't a lot of black folks over there to begin with. But the ones that are over there have to put up with. It's okay to joke around with race and do little funny shit as long as the other person know this is no, we're just having fun. But it's another thing when someone targets you. When someone targets you with hate, you know, that's totally different, you know. So I decided to nuke my Twitter. I got rid of it. And I said, while I'm doing this, I might as well rebrand all my social media. I'm gonna probably just most likely change the name of this channel and over next week and start doing more stuff, start streaming again. My gig that I had is going to be over with next week, so I can return to doing my streams again. And I'm so glad it's over with. I got my final project to do, and after that's done, then I'm a free man again until well, I'll be a free man next week, but I have to come back because I have to go to the film festival to show off my work. I have to go and show off my work at some film festival. So, yeah, I've been working on stuff, folks. And that's why I ain't been streaming, because I've been working behind the scenes, not on my archive stuff, but on my other stuff, So, trying to get my stuff into a film festival, and hopefully this project will make it. I got to finish it, but as soon as it's finished, then I get back to working on archive. And archive, once I get some more stuff done for that, I should be able to get that ready for its trailer, so it also can go into the film festival as well. But I've learned a lot. I put my comic book off for right now. I still got some artwork from my friends still coming in, and I'm still gonna put the book together. But right now, I'm gonna wait maybe until like June to start working back on it again. I want to get some headway on my animation. I want to get back into my animation, finish it up. I've been away from it for almost 2 months. 2 months now. No, what's up, Stray Beans? No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not saying nothing, man. I'm not saying nothing because I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done with that community. The thing about it is that it's some real good people over there, and I just hate not to talk to them no more. But in order for me to keep my sanity and not become a raving lunatic, it's another black guy over there. I'm not gonna say his name. And I was on the show with him, and he was over there, and he's talking about the racial issues, and if you look into his chat, you can just see them getting off because he's mad because of the issues with some of the stuff that goes on over there. And the other guy I was on the panel with, the guy who did Cyberfrog, me and him were talking, and Most of his anger was directed at him, and I'm like, you shouldn't. I mean, I was trying to like tell him, you shouldn't direct your anger at him. you know, you should. It's not just it's not him. It's the community. You have some factions in this community that are just god awful shit ass assholes. You know, he's just a guy over here making a comic and selling it. That's all he is. He doesn't speak for everybody. Just like I can't speak for everybody. The cancel culture fuckers, the SJWs and all those stuff. I can't speak for all of them. I do have their values may line up with my values, but I can't speak for them. So he can't speak for them. But we had a good talk about comics. I did something that not a lot of people do over there that claim they're in comics. I actually talked to him about comics, which was real good until it ended with, that one other black guy over there started saying that it's like the guy racist, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted. I mean, it was I was it was I think it was enjoyable, and I think I had more good times over there than bad, but it was the thing that the bad would start to encroach on me in the wrong way, making me lose control of myself, and I don't want to put myself in that position again. And I'm just turning them off. I'm going back to my community where I came from. I'm going to go back to my other community where we did comics and we did animation and stuff like that. I'm going back to my group, where I belong. I'm gonna cater to my people. But it was an adventure. It was fun, but I'm getting away from that. I'm getting away from that because it was unbecoming of me, and it was not me. But I respect a lot of people over there. I wish everybody over there good luck. And I got to get on eBay and buy my Cyberfrog toy, buy my Cyberfrog figurine. Well, anyway, folks, I just want to say that. Also, folks, I just picked up Iclone 5 here, and as you can see, I'm playing around with it. And yeah, I made this character. I made her a little while ago, and I'm just playing around. I just got it, and the characters look super ultra realistic. I mean, look at her eyes. She got those dreamy eyes. You get some sisters out there that got the little dreamy, beautiful eyes on them, and I like it. I mean, I like it. And I can make any. Anybody. I can make Asian people. I can make Arab people. I can make white people. And they all look different. It used to be if I made like a white person. If I made a white person this program and I made another white person, they'll look the same almost. I'd have to change the chin or something, but I can actually make a totally different character with the advancements in this software, and I'll be exploring that maybe starting next week when I come back full time. But like I said, I'm rebranding my channel, rebranding myself. If you guys want to catch me, you want to look at my art, I will be drawing more. We'll be doing art, and we'll be doing my comic. Like I said, my friends, he just sent me some pages, emailed me some pages. So he actually emailed me the first and second issue. So I got to consolidate that stuff along with my other friend stuff. And then I got to 20 pages that I'm going to be doing. So like I said, I'm not going to work on this. I'm just putting the book together, finishing out the story for my stuff. And then I'll be back to working on this in March. And then hopefully by June, the book will be together. And then I can probably I'll probably either crowdfund it or just make the book just for conventions like I used to back in the day. We used to make comics just to sell at conventions. There were no fundraisers or crowdfunding back then. We just made a book, took it to the convention, and we sold it. So when I start doing conventions early, late next year, which will probably be like this time, October, November, I would probably like have my animated DVDs out, my animations, my DVDs, along with the comic book on me at my table. But that's about it, folks. I'm just going to just leave it here, and maybe tonight around let's see, I gotta go to work tonight. So maybe like when I get off by like maybe about 10 o'clock tonight, I'm gonna come back and do a live stream and do an old school live stream like I used to do and just make animation and on Tuesday do art and then the rest of the week could just be me doing animation and working on my film. I'm also like I said, I'm working at this new place and they're training me. That's what I've been doing. They've been training me in AI. So that's why all of a sudden you started seeing me do a lot of AI work is because I'm working for a company that does AI. And not only do I have to be proficient with animation and all the other shit, I have to be proficient in AI in case they need me to work in that sector. So they've been training me to work on AI. So that's why you've been seeing a lot of my AI work, right? I've been designing characters for 3D artists. I've been designing characters and vehicles and all type of stuff because that's what my job require. You know, I can still draw. I mean, I still do draw because most of the stuff I do with AI is that I draw it first and then I take it through to AI and have it color it and do whatever it needs to be, and then it kicks me out whatever. Then I have to turn that in and so far, I'm at the end of that. I'll be done with that, and then after that training is done, then I start. Then I start coming in and start working as a what was it called? What was my? Uh, it's not assistant artist. It's something else. But well, like I said, so it's a lot of stuff. You know, I worked on the film for a film festival working for this company and then working, then coming out over here and hanging out with this community. But I have to cut one off and the community got to go. So I'm going to go back to doing what I did, just being an obscure black man on YouTube. Anyway, folks, this is your boy One Gun. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go offline. I got a couple of, I got about an hour before I have to get out of here to get to work. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play with this for another 30 minutes, then get ready and check me out. Maybe I think next. Let's see. I'm off Friday, so I can actually stream tomorrow. Tomorrow Thursday, so tomorrow I can stream. Can I? Let me see. If today is Thursday, yes, I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow Saturday. So I know what I do. I'll stream Friday morning, Saturday morning, and maybe Sunday morning, and just maybe stream tomorrow, Monday if I'm not too busy because I got some client work I got to do done. But I'm gonna do some rebranding. I'm going to redo this channel. I'm going to make some new banners for it. I'm going to start. I'm going to go and filter out some of the content I got on here and take some of that shit off. And try to make a better channel. You know, and I got memberships on this channel. I got merchandise on this channel. I'm gonna need to update my merchandise. I need to update my channel. I just ain't really done nothing to this channel for well over 2 or 3 years. I just got it, because I didn't really care. It doesn't. This channel it makes money, but it's like, like when every once in a while you wake up and you see some money in your bank account. It's like, where did this come from? Oh, it's from YouTube. YouTube sent me a couple of bucks, and I see people making a lot of money. People who got my amount of subscribers and views. I understand these people make a lot of money. The thing about it is, I have not chosen to make any money off this channel. I've chosen not to make any money off this channel, and I guess it's because is that, like I said, I went through a rough patch of life back in 22, and I just gave up trying to make money on this channel because life got in the way. But now that I'm healthier now, doctor, I'm healthier. I'm down to 200 and I'm down to 289 pounds. That's a long way from 499 pounds. I worked on myself, got myself healthier, and I think I'm ready to get back and start doing those really cool streams where I would bring people who do the same shit I do. And I think it'd be good for me just to do a good stream where I don't have to worry about someone like saying shit, saying shit to trigger me. Yeah, and I need to not get triggered off of people doing that shit because I understand that's what a part of that community wanted. I gave it to them, and they're happy. And I'm like, they're not going to get it out of me ever again. And the way how I know they're not going to ever get it out of me again, I'm not going back over there. So my Twitter is gone. I'm going to never go back to Twitter. I'm just gonna use Blue Sky to upload stuff. I'm gonna use my Instagram and Blue Sky, and I'm gonna go back to Facebook. I have my Facebook is just like a big ass ghost town. So go back to Facebook. I need to get my social media back. I was gonna delete all my social media, but I'm like, why should I hide? I say, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to fix my full social media, eliminate Twitter, and replace Twitter with Blue Sky. Yeah, I know people are like, oh, ain't nothing no with Blue Sky but pedos, and they're like, I ain't ran across them, and if I do see them, I'll make sure I'll report those motherfuckers in. I better not run across any of them. There are some weird people over there, but there's even more weirder people over there on Twitter. So that's why I nuked my channel, and I hope you guys come back, and I hope the people that were watching my channel come back to my channel. Sorry that I abandoned it. Sorry I stopped doing stuff. I want to try my best to do membership drives. I'm going to actually get a video camera. That's something I've never done this channel. I'm going to get a damn video camera. All right, I'm going to get a damn video camera. I'm going to I don't know when I'm going to get the video camera. Right? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to get the video camera. I'm going to start being on videos more. I'm going to start streaming more helpful things. I don't know, maybe when I master Character Creator 5 and understand how it works a little bit more, because they got some new shit in here. I mean, I know about the old shit, but they got new shit in here. Especially with the character creation part. I love character creation. I can sit up in this thing for like hours and make characters. But I'm going to concentrate on making content like I used to, making good content. And I don't mean the beefing between me and Joe. Actually, I to be honest with you, I don't think me and who are fighting each other. I mean, I don't want to fight the man no more. I don't care what he does. And I know he doesn't care about what I do. I mean, he's happy on his channel making his stuff, and I'm happy on my channel making my stuff. I think we got a nice, good, decent understanding of each other. I mean, I have no ill will towards this man. I hope he doesn't have no ill will towards me anymore. And we shouldn't be making content about each other anymore. So that shit ended. So that's it, folks. I'll see you guys. Have a great one, and try to be humble and peaceful. Speaking of humble and peaceful, where's my music at? Oh, I ran out of music. Where's my damn music at? Music. Here we go. Peace out, folks.